Hello and welcome. I'm your host, James Literal.
And I'm your host, Megan Preston, and we'd like to welcome you to our new show, Eagle ID.
On today's episode, we have three very special guests. Sara Mead to talk about her first year experience at MSU. Then we'll have Kyle Moses on to talk about his experience as a senior.
And last but not least, Rochelle Payne to talk about her experience as a graduate student and what MSU has done for her. Thanks again, and more when we get back from the break.
Welcome back. We're here with our first guest, Sara Mead. So Sara, how have things been going this semester?
Things have been going not good. Sorry. No, things are going okay on campus. Classes are all right.
Oh, that's good.
So Sara, what's your major?
I am a convergent media major and dance minor.
Oh, that's interesting.
So what do you do with that major? Like, what are your plans?
I applied to New York Film Academy, and I hope to become a cinematographer.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
So what involvements do you do on campus? Like, what are you involved in?
I'm currently involved with DCX, that's the Honorary Dance Fraternity. I'm involved in Out of the Dark, which is one of our dance showcases that's in May. So.
Okay.
Sounds exciting. Are you going to any advice for any upcoming freshmen?
My one piece of advice to upcoming freshmen would be not to let yourself fall behind, because if you're like me and you procrastinate a lot, it's really, really easy to fall behind and be like, I'll just do it later. But later never comes. So don't procrastinate.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll see you right after the break.
Welcome back. Here with us is our guest, Kyle Moses. So Kyle, what is your major here at MSU?
I'm a sport management major here.
You're a sport management major?
So what do you do as a sport management major?
It's more like just like the business side of sports, you know, like because every day you watch sports, you know, basketball, football, whatever, and you just think it's people playing a game, but like, you know, there's millions and millions of dollars that go into like, you know, behind the scenes stuff that you normally fans wouldn't look at, and that's what I'm into.
I actually never knew anything about that. So what is some advice here? Because you're a senior, right? Mm-hmm. So since you're a senior, do you have any advice for any lower classmen?
When I came here, I didn't have any like family members that went to college or anything, so I just kind of came here in a blank state, didn't know what I was doing, so I kind of just sat around, did nothing, kind of like trying to lean on others to like help me, but it ended up not being right because those people are unreliable, and I just slept in all day and didn't go to class, and you know, I didn't do very well my first few semesters, so technically I'm a semester behind, but that's not a huge deal. But any advice, basically, like go to class, get that super easy. It costs 17 cents per second to go here, apparently, with all your scholarships and everything else. So you just think how much that rocks on. So I just kind of thought about that.
So are you excited to graduate?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I love it. Can't wait.
So what is your career pathway? What do you want to do with your major?
I like basketball a lot, so hopefully I can either go like maybe to UK or something like that, or I like professionals a lot too. So anywhere I can work with, anywhere, either kids to professionals, anywhere with basketball, basically, I'll be happy with that.
That's great. Well, thank you for coming on, Kyle. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
And we'll come back on Eagle ID.
Welcome back to Eagle ID. I'm here with special guest Rochelle Payne. So Rochelle, what does it take to get into the graduate program?
You're going to need to be dedicated and have strong will and move forward with wisdom no matter what the task is. So starting off is very simple. You'll need to be within good standings academically within your undergraduate program. And pretty much that's it. You'll need to do that and be able to apply to the program in a good enough timing, whether you want to apply for the summer, you might want to do that in the spring, or if you're applying for the fall, you might want to do that in the summer or before then, so you'll give the committee enough time to approve.
Okay, that's great. So you're a graduate assistant, right?
Right.
What does it take to be a graduate assistant?
So what it takes is really a strong mind, dedication, and anything that you put your mind to, just speak it in existence and say that this is like my success. So really it just takes somebody who has drive and is dependable and independent, someone who is coachable, someone who can be the coach. So it really just takes a strong leader to be able to fulfill yourself in this program. Anyway, you'll be able to succeed.
That's great.
So how do you become a graduate assistant?
So to become a graduate assistant, well, the route that I took was I went to the career fair the first semester of my senior year. And I wasn't really thinking about it, but I had walked past Dr. Murray, and I couldn't get past her because she was so friendly, and she stopped me, and we were just casually talking. And so that was my way in. So I got to know the professor in the program, and she told me more information. So I followed through with that as a career opportunity and reached back out to her. She helped me get through the steps that it takes to get through, which is just going online and applying, very simple. And then I was accepted in December, and I was able to start my first class in the following summer after I graduated with my undergraduate degree.
Sounds nice.
So what is your career pathway?
So right now, I own 3 businesses. My first degree is in entrepreneurship, so I feel like that sufficed that. However, when I came into the communications program, I really felt like my drive was different. It was more about the students, and it was less about me. And so moving forward, I want to be able to be a speech professor. I want to be able to fulfill these students and have their cups overflowing the way that my mentors and the professors here in this program have done so for them. So I would like to be a speech professor when this is all over with.
That's excellent.
Well, we thank you for coming on today. It was a great interview. More when we come back to Eagle ID.
Welcome back. We'd like to thank everyone who has watched this episode.
We'd also like to thank our very wonderful guests for coming on. So come back next week for a new episode of
Eagle ID.